Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video on Undecember. So today we're gonna go over my new build and what we've changed to and etc and the reasons why I changed and etc. So let's just hop into what I use. As you guys know, we used to use Piercing Arrow and Blade of Death, the Awaken with Origin. So here's the issue I found with this. Farming my Chaos Stars, tier 10, level 6. I'm actually gonna show you that in a bit in the video. Um, but it's just the survivability isn't there. You're a glass cannon, you literally die too much, and we're free to play. We don't buy res scrolls. I don't use rubies, to buy res scrolls. I'm only using rubies to buy the stones and charm upgrades, as well as the um I don't know, 7-day pet, wherever the 7-day pet is. Yeah, right here, 7-day pet. So those are the three things that I use rubies on. Everything else is not happening. I'm just not doing it. The auction house is already slowing down compared to the EU auction house. The EU auction house is pumping. The ENA auction house, not so much. So yeah, we're not using our rubies to buy resurrection scrolls or anything like that. So the only way to counter that and not go, um, you know, not buy res scrolls is to actually improve my ranger's gear, my piercing arrow builds gear, which is it's just really hard to do. And I can do that. I can improve his gear playing another build, one where I don't die as much and I don't have to pay attention as much. So let me go over the build. This is like this build is unbelievable. Like, we have the trashiest wand ever. It has cold pen for one. We don't use cold. Attack speed, spell damage, status effect. All these are good stats except gear requirement, but they're all like mediocre rolls. We did use a shield here. It's a barrier base. I just wanted more barrier. Got some double resist and a little bit of HP, and yeah. We still wear the Vespers on this build as well. I did keep dodge. I didn't take the 15% amp to HP. We're running the 200, 200, 200. I just got, whatever. I just threw together some gear. Pretty much just wear mana dampening gear, mana belt, mana boots, and you're good to go. Now let's go over the skills real quick. So our skills are going to be lightning chain, of course. I haven't awakened it yet. Awakened Blade of Death twice. I did a random awaken on Blade of Death. Didn't get Origin. We got Source, so I reawoken it with the Seal of Engraving, and we got Origin. And I'll tell you what, Source does more damage than Origin. So maybe later game it changes. I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, we changed to Lightning Chain. I got that on a Persistence elemental damage amp. That's linked to Strike, Quick Cast. Now, I would not have Elite Slayer on this, but I was playing a Whirlwind Lightning Chain, and Whirlwind Lightning Chain requires crit, so I am stuck with the green here until we Candor it, so I just have Elite Slayer there. Otherwise, you can put spell damage or, literally anything else that gives you damage. Obviously, we have Mana Storm on there as well. Now, I did get Tenacious Regeneration. We put that on buff activation on hit, and that is linked to increased duration. Now, I should get the enhance effect on there. I'm not sure if you can. I think you can. And then we obviously have release element, and that's enhanced effect, time acceleration, and versatility. And then another buff activation on hit is shout of provocation. I got lingering, improved shout, linked to that. I don't have the other synthesis link rune, so we don't have that on there. Otherwise, I would. Seal of striking, seal of element domain, all very good. And then we have Siphon Life for sustain. That's linked to increase and time acceleration. So, but yeah, that's pretty much the build. Oh, and then our movement abilities are down here. We do have roll and teleport linked to use count and disarm. So yeah, those are the movement abilities and the primary abilities. Oh, let me go over Light and Typhoon. So I have Light and Typhoon. I just kind of wanted to try this. This is just like a test, but it seems to work really well. I put status effect enhancement on it. It's linked to persistence, mana storm, as well as continuous shock, and overpower. So overpower gives me overpower effect, which is pretty OP. It gives me the elemental pin, and then continuous shock just increases shock rate and shock effect. Status effect increases duration of the shock and the debuff effect. So it pretty much applies the shock to the target and makes sure that it stays shocked. It does a little bit of extra damage. Essentially, it's just to help keep the target shocked. So yeah, I added that, and then we got really lucky and pulled this from the raid box the other day. It's +1 rune level and 39% damage when lightning chain is equipped, and that is linked to lightning chain. Now I am going to, on the next raid boss, we are going to grab the area of effect boxes, because I believe area of effect you can get up to like 40%, which is a lot. That's 2 zodiac points. So yeah, that's gonna be huge there. Now let's jump into the zodiac. Now the zodiac, we're just going straight up into the cast speed here. Okay. Tier 2, we're going everything except the 10% node. And then tier 3, going everything here. We go through the middle though and avoid this spell hit. And then I do get the mana. I'm thinking about getting this mana potion effect. I probably will get it because we have some mana issues. And then we come down here through here, get this area of effect. And then 5, we come up here. Now, 5, this depends on what you're wearing. If you're barrier base, you go barrier. If you're armor base, you go armor. You know what I mean? If you're dodge, you go dodge. So this is situational. It depends on your build. So I opted to go more armor and HP. So that's what we did. We didn't need the resist. So that's where we went with that. And then let's go over to 6. Now 6, you just take the lightning damage and cast speed amp. Or not amp, I'm sorry, just cast speed. And then I opted to take the 6% health with the 3% dampening. I'm probably going to drop that for damage. I don't think we need that. So let's go down to 7. This is another one I really considering about grabbing. We do have a little bit of mana issues as we are running 3 amp link runes. But it's not too big of a problem. And then I have 200 all stats, so 40% damage. And then we do have barrier. So I went into barrier. We got some barrier. Barrier is okay. I suggest that you do like a hybrid armor barrier for this build. Let's hop over to 8. 8 is just gonna be, I use a one hand. Obviously if you use a two hand, or I'm sorry, if you dual wield, then you're gonna go in the dual wield tree. But we use a one hand with shield, so that's fine. This is the damage boost. You kind of always want that. And then so these 2 nodes are really good. This gives you a lot of barrier. Now you can go all the way over here and get the barrier recharge if you want. I opted to go more HP, just more straight survivability. So we went to the flat HP. And then now let's hop up to the specialties. I took acceleration and overpower. Now you can do, instead of taking the strike amp, you can go into convert mana, but I don't like convert mana that much. So I mean that's optional. It's up to you. I like the overpower effect. So that's where we went. This one you can't really change this. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't do anything aside this for this build. So yeah, that's where we're at here. And then the third tree will be obviously the amp. And then I chose to do the additional lightning. Now, some people will say that if you go up to the cold damage and then take the amp here, that is actually better. I mean, testing it, this seems to do more damage, so that's where we're at. I did, I did test it a little bit, so, but yeah, that's where we are. Your points are gonna be gear based, so do what you got to do to get 200, 200, 200. And then our gear, we just have a item rarity with a little bit of damage. It's just literally damage and some resist. Negative mana. I do have a barrier ring, and it's literally just for the gold chance. It's got a 6 gold chance with LE damage and 2 resist, so that's pretty good. And then here's the item rarity ring. It's just more damage and gold chance. Some stats, nothing special. Item rarity gloves. I'm not like, I should have some type of damage or authority, etc., but we don't need it. So that's fine. And then I'm wearing this random armor barrier helmet. I just get the LE pen and high percents flat and double resist. Got low resist, but it doesn't really matter. It's just to throw me together. I just literally threw all this gear together just to make the build. Now I did manage to get some charms as well. We got a really nice occupants here. 20% HP, 57 with one hand. I got another nice occupant, armor, one hand. This is why I chose to go armor, by the way. This is the only Cathars I had. Sadly, it's dual wielding instead of one hand. Otherwise, that'd be really good. So yeah, we're stuck with that. I chose to take this because I needed poison resist and it had some barrier. The two-handed doesn't help us, but the barrier kind of does. The Helmal, this is literally just for the HP. Everything else doesn't matter. And then we get our blessings from that. So let's go into our stat page. I don't have cap fire resist, but whatever. Just don't do tier 10 air and you're good. And then my chaos resist is kind of high, 48. But yeah, so let's go over to the authority bosses. I kept dying on the authority bosses. I just kept dying. Kept dying and dying. So let's hop over to that. Alright, so now we're at the authority bosses. Let me go and show you guys. So this is the boss, the authority boss, Burrell. I mean, we have damage. We do some damage. We don't do a lot. But as you can see, we take a lot of damage, and it's just a consistent thing. It's not, I have resistances. It's not my resistances. It's my HP pool and my gear. We are capped resist. I made sure of it. It's just without like really good gear. Like I'm talking about like Korean level 111 gear. Like it's just, you're gonna die a lot, and it's really frustrating as a free-to-play player who's not wailing out and buying red scrolls. I have 3 characters that I get red scrolls every day on my dailies, and I don't have enough to continuously die to like one-shot mechanics like that right there. Like bro, like he just leap slams and one-shots me. I have full resist. I don't know, dodge. You can't get enough dodge. Dodge is great, yeah, sure, when it works, but when you don't dodge, you just die. So I feel like I love the build. I have fun playing it. It's just unrealistic money wise to support and feed the build. I have like, dude, I hundreds of hours in the game, and I haven't the gear, it's a gear issue. It's literally a gear issue. And it's just that's all it comes down to. So unless you have like some really insane like triple resist gear on all your pieces, like I wouldn't even try to do the authority bosses piercing arrow. Honestly, it's just a waste of red scrolls, and it's a waste of your god resonance stones. So I mean, you know, it's up to you what you want to do. The next god we're looking at here is the Carpi god. This god is the fire god. He's not as bad as Burrell was, but he is pretty bad. So, I mean, he does, I believe he kills us like once or twice. But again, I'm over cat fire resist. I have like 30 or 40 chaos resist. And yeah, just look at that chaos damage, 6,984. Yeah, so it's just not good. You know, what I'm trying other builds. We're gonna try the persistence build until I get the whirlwind lightning chain critical build up. I need rings and boots for that. So, but yeah, so yeah, this is the Carpi boss. You know, tier 10, level 6, juiced map with the authority. Trying to get the chaos star for my charm set. And you know, you just die way too much. So it's just super obnoxious. Like I'm about to die again here, I think. Yeah, it should be yep, right there. So yeah, I mean, that's the main reason I changed. We're way too squishy. To make the gear felt nearly impossible. We're at like enchanting like 24 or 25 or something. Let me know in the comments what level your enchanting is. Your mastery. Really interesting to see what everybody's mastery levels are at. So yeah, and then obviously he doesn't drop the stars, so that's a sad day. And then the next boss is Kassler. I don't know about this boss. This boss is no good. I don't like him at all. He does the shooting thing, and I don't. Where do you go? I don't. And if you get near him, he slams on the ground and squishes you. So I don't know. This boss is kind of weird. You know, this is not one I'm gonna be buying with rubies. Aquila and the other one are the ones I'm gonna be buying. Yeah, I mean, dude, it's just I don't know, dude. Maybe if I use chaos pots, resist pots, or something. I don't know. Like I tried everything and it wasn't working. And I can't just force craft gear. You know what I mean? Like my enchanting level is probably like double of what most people's enchanting level is. So yeah, I don't. Just bad RNG, I guess. You know what I mean? Bad build. You know, the build is meta in Korea, sure. Yeah, it has high potential in Korea, yeah, sure. But NA and global, it's trash. It literally, you can't. There's no survivability at all. None. Zero. Nada. As you saw there, I was waiting for the bleed. If you notice, if you do die, you can wait and not and like, you know, and let their abilities dissipate, etc. You don't have to like resurrect immediately. You can give it a second. I believe the next boss that I try is Mercedes or something like that. I don't know. This is one of my preferred bosses, I believe. I don't know, I get the names confused. Yeah, this one's pretty easy. I like this one and Aquila. These two, I believe, are the easiest out of all the bosses. They have the easiest abilities to dodge. You know, they're just the easiest bosses. Now, if I could choose the God Resonance Stone I got every day, I would stay Piercing Arrow, and I would just farm Aquila and Mercedes, and that's it. I'd be good. But you can't choose which God Resonance Stone you get every day, so I change builds to a build where we can just do all the bosses, right? Just do them all. Because we're not spending money. Now, if you want, you can just, you know, swipe the credit card and buy whatever you want, but that's on you. We're not about that life, so. I bought the convenience stuff, and that's it. And by convenience, I don't mean red scrolls, I mean storage space, and that's it. Storage only. So yeah. He almost kills us, but not he doesn't kill us. We actually get that one down. So I mean, that's one of the good bosses. Uh, Now the next boss is okay. I'm not gonna add Aquila because I did a video on her. She's the easiest boss to do, so we don't need her. We don't need her video on this. Um, this one, this one's a yikes. I don't. I died a couple times. He's just so random. I don't know. I don't know. Screw this boss. It's just more chaos damage, more one shots, more reason to change to a build that has more than 4,000 life. You know what I mean? So yeah, yeah. I think he kills me like 4 or 5 times. So I mean, it's just really obnoxious, man. Being free to play, not buying red scrolls. To die to one shots constantly. So that's that's pretty much it. And then even if he sneezed on us with some chaos, we'd just fall over dead. Even though I'm wearing like my chaos resist chest, etc. I think in the video right here, we have like 68 or maybe 78 chaos resist, and he still just one shots us. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I need more dampening. I don't. You guys, if you know how to fix piercing arrow build, please, by all means, let me know in the comments. Let me know how you do on your authority boss, and let me know how you're doing your chaos starter farm. And yeah, if you do have no issues, etc., I want to see your gear. I want to see your build. I want to see everything. We're on Discord. We're on Twitch. You can literally post your gear and stats anywhere. So yeah, prove it or shut up. Like pretty much. Like I'm tired of like, dude. There's other people who play piercing arrow and they're like, like you just need better gear. Obviously, I need better gear, bro. Obviously, I need better gear. Obviously. But they also don't mention that they buy red scrolls and things like that, and whale out and etc. So I mean, there's that. So yeah, prove it. Prove it. Show me that you actually do what you're saying, or just stop. Talking shit. Pretty much, please. Like it's annoying. There's a reason I switched off piercing arrow, and it's because we died too much for no reason. Like you literally die to everything. Now this is probably, in my opinion, the worst authority boss. Alicia or something. I don't. Who cares? Screw this boss. He's literally the worst boss, dumbest boss in the game. Yeah, sure. If you learn the mechanics, he might be easier, but it's not even the mechanics that frustrate me. I've watched like other people do this. As persistence build, and they don't take damage. They just stand there and tank it. So it's just super frustrating where like nearly anything touches me on this boss fight and I die from it. You know what I mean? It's just super frustrating. So yeah, that's why we went to a persistence lightning chain build. It's just, I wanted to use lightning chain whirlwind, and I had okay mediocre whirlwind lightning chain crit gear, so we ended up going back to persistence. But yeah, you can see this boss just destroys me, just annihilates me, dude. Just utterly, just yep. I use more red scrolls in this guy than any other thing in the game. You know what I mean? I literally use more red scrolls in this guy than anything else in the game. So I don't know, maybe I'm just bad at the game. Maybe piercing arrow is actually like top tier, A class, like S tier. Like maybe it's the best thing in the game and I just suck at the game. I highly doubt that's the case. I'm pretty sure piercing arrow can't get enough survivability at this point in the game to be a good boss killer. It's not a good void and boss killer. That's so like the two biggest things in the game right now. Descent raids, void rift, and the authority boss tier 10 level 6. Those are your 3 major things that you need to be doing in the game. You know what I mean? You need to be doing those every day. And this build, you can't, like, you die too much pretty much, and people like the other top tier people on NA don't want to play with people who just die to one shots, whereas no other class, well, there are some other classes, like there's like a couple other glass cannon builds, but very few classes are glass cannon. A lot of classes are, a little bit more tanky until they go crit. So you lose a lot of survivability when you go crit. But that all gets fixed later when we have, higher level enchanting, when we have higher bases, and we can roll, like for instance, piercing arrow on the Korean server. Some of the guys have chests with 7,000 dodge on them, right? Just 7,000 dodge on just their chest piece. So, I mean, we're not achieving that number in our version of the game yet. We don't have that gear. So, it's just unrealistic to think that you are going to achieve that amount of survivability this early in the game. Unless you play another build, pretty much. Like, it's not going to work with piercing arrow crit build. It's just, I'm sorry to tell you that. It's just not going to work. I wish I would have known this sooner, because we would have started, diverting our energy and focus onto something a little bit better. Now, I'm not going to delete piercing arrow in any way. This is actually this is the worst boss. I couldn't even kill this boss, by the way. This is Vesper, and she has a regen thing, and yeah, whatever. I couldn't kill her, so this is a T10 level 6 juice map with the authority Vesper, and I couldn't kill her. I eventually give up. But anyways, so yeah, so that's pretty much it. I just, that's the whole reason we're changing to a farm build. I'm just gonna call it a farm build because it's temporary. I'm not permanently gonna stay this build. I'm either gonna go back to piercing arrow when we get better gear, or whirlwind lightning chain when I get better gear for that. Whirlwind lightning chain actually has easier attainable gear. I just need I need 2 rings. I need better rings. I have okay mediocre rings right now. I need better rings, and we need shoulders and boots. So once we get those items secured, I think that we will be going whirlwind lightning chain. I actually had a lot of fun playing whirlwind lightning chain. I couldn't do juice maps because it didn't have the damage yet. So I mean, it could do juice maps. It was just really slow, but it's really powerful. I'm really digging it. It clears hella fast. It does like 2-minute clears, sometimes 1 minute 30-second clears. It depends on the map, but it's really fast, really nice. But we did switch out of that. I went to the persistence build, and the persistence build it's just a farm build. That's all it is. It's just a lazy farm build where I don't have to pay attention to the screen. I can watch a show, I can stream, I can read chat, etc., etc. So yeah, that's where we're at. But yeah, I hope this helps you guys with deciding on what you're gonna do if you are piercing arrow. I don't mean to discourage you or hurt your feelings, etc., etc. As the game progresses, we progress with it, and the only thing you can do is learn and adapt, right? So that's where we're at, learning and adapting. So yeah, let me know which boss you guys find the easiest. Let me know if you're gonna stay piercing arrow. If you got any comments or questions, leave them below. I will be streaming on Twitch later tonight, so catch me there. I'll leave that in the link to in the description below. And don't forget to hit that sub button, guys. It really helps. We have reached 500 subs. We need 500 more subs to apply for monetization. Really excited for that. We've been growing hella fast. We've gotten over 400. We got over 300 subs in just the past month. That's phenomenal to me. That's outstanding. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for all the support. And also, guys, I know some of you are donating to the PayPal and the link below, but really appreciate that. If you guys want, I can personally thank you, but I'm just gonna take this time right now and thank you guys. I got like 8 or 9 random donations into my PayPal. Random amounts. It was like $10 and then $30. One was like 20. There's just small amounts here and there. But that money really helps me out, guys. I'm in between jobs right now, so that really helps. I am trying to get the YouTube up and running, so any amount helps. I really, guys, you guys, phenomenal support. Appreciate all you guys. I hope the mic quality is better in this video. I really tried really hard to fix it. We got a whole new microphone. I got the noise gate changed, everything, noise suppression, gain, etc. I set all that up, so hopefully it sounds good on the YouTube. It sounds fine for me. I am listening to myself as I record it. It does sound good to me, so hopefully it sounds good for you guys, and appreciate you all watching, and you guys have a great rest of your week. Take care.